Hi everyone and welcome back to Mina Wonders. If it's your first time here, I'm Mina and this is a Booktube channel. So today is going to be kind of like a study along with me vlog. My main itinerary for today is number one, to organize everything that I need to study for my comprehensive exams, which should be coming up in 3 months time. So it's going to be pretty wild leading up to then. We were made to sort of organize our thesis project according to the different sources that we would use for the critical essay part. So I'm just going to be kind of listing down the different sources that I put in there and setting myself a schedule per source to study. Because I really think I'm gonna need to get my organizational skills on. Because honestly, like if I were just to pick out of my mood or out of what it was that I felt like studying at that time, I would probably just end up reading all of the creative sources first, because honestly, like they're the most interesting viscerally. Although of course intellectually everything else has its merit, and literary criticism is definitely something that's very valuable and very interesting as well. So yes, that's the first thing I'm going to be doing today. The second thing that I'm going to be doing today is organizing the different movies that I'm going to be watching. So my thesis concept, not to give like everything away, basically is going to be poetry experimenting with constraint and with formulas. So for the constraint part, it sort of ties into the formulas too, where I'm going to be basing the form or the structure of every poem off of the equation of certain functions. So if you guys have studied like trigonometry before or calculus before, basically like linear functions, exponential functions, etc. And I've already sort of roughly selected the kinds of functions that I will be working on for this thesis, but I didn't want this to turn into something that was completely autobiographical, because I sort of feel like that is the main impulse when you're starting out or when you're starting to write something. So for the plot or narrative part of the thesis, I'm going to be borrowing it from old Hollywood films. I've decided to fixate on the 1940s to the 1950s just because I have this suspicion that it was around that time that like this trope of like this feisty heroine kind of came along. Yeah, I feel like that was personified in Audrey Hepburn, but I feel like there were also people that preceded her. So I'm going to be watching like the top 50 films that are considered like Hollywood romantic classics, if that makes sense. And yeah, just kind of listing down interesting tropes, interesting patterns, interesting scenes, things that really kind of call out to me. Yesterday I watched the film His Girl Friday, and it was very enlightening for me because there's this song that I really used to love by the Academy is called His Girl Friday, and I understand what it means now, or like what it's alluding to. It was a rare portrayal, I feel, of like an empowered woman, at least for that period. I feel like the heroine in that was just so freaking badass. Of course it's not perfect and it was a product of its time, but as far as movies of the time period go, I feel like that was a really good one. So yeah, today basically I'll be organizing sources and watching movies, so I hope you guys enjoy this.
What do I believe? What makes me feel it to write you this song? 2 hours a day, 5 months and a year. Oh, I loved you too long. You keep blowing me out, I keep holding you in. I keep asking myself, oh, why do you still hurt? Why do you still hurt? till it breaks. Oh, how my heart aches. You keep blowing me out, I keep holding you in. I keep asking myself, oh, why do you still hurt? Why do you still hurt? Still rolling the dice, still hoping to find a future for me. I'm still in this fight. I pray for the night to go easy on me. You keep blowing me out, I keep holding you in. I keep asking myself, oh, why do you still hurt? Why do you still hurt?
So for the afternoon portion of today, I'm going to be watching Paris When It Sizzles, which is my scheduled movie for today, and I'm going to be taking down notes that I find interesting in terms of plot, in terms of symbolism, metaphors, but I'm also going to be listing down certain things that I know I can use in poems, because right after this, and I found that this is effective for me to kind of have the output right after the input, just because there is kind of this flow or this proximity in that sense. So yeah, after watching, I'm going to be going right into a writing sprint that will last for an hour and a half, and yeah. So this movie is actually divided into two parts. We have the first day in the plot, and then we have the second day. So I'm just taking a break now to make myself a cup of coffee, and I will be right back.
About yourself, wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help. But let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected. The flowers and the birds and bees, the northern lights, yeah, we're all affected. Watching, pray, 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 I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. That's pouring into you. And so my friend, let me tell you once again, and you know that it's true. Forget about seeing it or hearing it, in the end you must feel. Forget about all you know, you need to go, it's okay to let go. Just let it go, go, go. Then you're breathing in. You're breathing out. We're breathing in.
that's it for this vlog, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you're currently studying and if you like these types of vlogs that are a little bit more productivity based. Yeah, I want to know what you think. See you next time. Bye!